Alrighty, guys. Hello. I am gonna have another go at doing this live, man. I am super new to going live on YouTube, trying to work things out. But welcome. This is the plug. If you haven't seen what the plug is about, basically, the plug is the opportunity for me to pause, reflect on where the business is at, and kind of give you guys who are following the channel the chance to get the update on what the business is actually doing. All that sort of stuff. Say a very important thank you to everybody who has been supporting it, and to let you guys know where the direction of the business is going for the next sort of 2-3 months and what you can expect to see from pound for pound in that time. So look, as a few guys come online, if you guys have any questions for me during this time, please do shoot it through. I'll give you today on the agenda today. What I'm going to be talking about is going to give you the update on Arm Fights Unleashed. What you can expect to see from that for the remainder of the year. I'm going to give you the update on these t-shirts that I'm wearing right now. This is a next level t-shirt. I'm going to give you guys the update on that. But most importantly, I just want to reflect on where the business has been up until this point and let you guys know exactly how it's all come together. So it has been an absolutely amazing period of time. The last 3 months, I think it's been about 3 months since I've done one of these plugs. But the last 3 months has been kind of off the charts. The business has grown exponentially in the last 3 to 5 months, and it is really at a point now where it's making me so ridiculously grateful and appreciative of what's happened. More and more, this has become a legitimate career for me. What up from Canada, Chris Island? Thank you for tuning in. Matthew McNabb, have you ever considered getting Coach Ray involved? Coach Ray already is involved, but anyway, he's definitely already involved in Pound for Pound. He's putting out Pound for Pound content on the Facebook Watch channel, but there is a lot going on. So before I get into what's going on, guys, I wanted to tell you, like, the last 3 months, we've seen an exponential growth in terms of how many people are viewing the channel. We're obviously here on YouTube, but we do it on Facebook Watch as well. Now, on Facebook Watch, we are getting very big numbers among new audiences. So there's been a few videos, the Louisiana tournament that I did as part of an Arm Fights Unleashed East Coast USA tour, as well as the Alabama tournament that we did whilst we're over there. They are both at about 3 million views each. And the amount of people that are watching those things to completion are crazy. Facebook allows me to do a whole heap of targeting that allows me to see exactly how many people have watched the video to completion, how many have watched it to 75%, how many have watched it to 50%. And there's a scary amount of people. Like, for instance, there's like 270,000 people that have watched those videos to completion. And they're like 10-minute videos. So 270,000 people very actively interested in the sport. So it's super exciting to see so many new faces, so many new people just loving the sport. Yeah, 3 million Lieutenant Scroats. How good is that? 3 million people on each of those videos. So it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. And with that, we are getting the ability to retarget. So because Facebook and YouTube allows really tremendous advertising, the money that is being made, first and foremost, the money that you guys are passing on to Pound for Pound through watching ads, through buying t-shirts, through doing all those things. Currently, what I'm doing is I'm spending that money, reinvesting it into growing the audience. So the dream, the Pound for Pound arm wrestling direction, the vision that I'm working on, there's a whole bunch of them. But the broad thing is I want to help. I want to be a major part of bringing this sport to the mainstream. I was just down at the Arnold's Classic a couple of weeks ago, and it was tremendous to see how many people outside of the actual dedicated arm wrestlers were genuinely interested in the sport and were coming up and saying hello to myself, people like Devin Larratt. I reckon Devin Larratt was known by like 20% of the people that were there. So it was pretty amazing. Let's have a look at some of these comments. I can see a few. Thank you, David Ma. It has progressed. Olympics, who knows, maybe. But guys, this channel, for me, like I said, it has become my career. I'm full-time on it now. And the direction of where it's going to go from here. Arm Fights Unleashed is one of the big spearheads for the channel. Fights Unleashed is where I'm dreaming of turning that product into a UFC. Now, this t-shirt that I'm wearing right now, it's a blank t-shirt. It's done by Next Level, who are an apparel company based out of California. They also have a manufacturing here in Brisbane. I got to meet the Australasian managing director whilst I was at Arnold's Classic, and we're going to be working together very, very soon. You're going to see a brand partnership between Next Level and Pound for Pound. That's literally will be, it's happening. We're working on it. You're going to see some designs. Obviously, we've seen the Devon Larratt design as well. You guys have seen that I was floating that in the most recent video. That's going to be a big initial release. So when you guys get these t-shirts, you're going to see how awesome they are. But the most exciting thing about a brand like Next Level coming on is they are giving myself and Pound for Pound Arm Wrestling the ability to have a revenue stream that has been bigger than we've ever had before. Now, when revenue really picks up through third-party branding and all like that, Fights Unleashed, we're going to see massive, massive changes in the Fights Unleashed arena. We're going to see athletes legitimately being paid like proper money. That's a big goal. I know that our sport isn't at the point where we're able to legitimately pay people. So to be able to do that is going to be something that is so exciting to me. I cannot wait to be able to literally have athletes being paid as much as they deserve. So that's going to be really big, and that's something that I feel like we're about to open up that chapter. So Next Level Apparel, they are going to be crucial to that. Over the next 3 months, we're going to see a whole lot of focus largely in the Oceanic region. Now, of course, I'm going to Canada in just in like 3 weeks' time. I'll be heading over to Canada for the Bottom 8, which will be some cool promotion. I'm going to hang out with Tom Boyden and Juji Mufu on my way home. So after Bottom 8, I'm going to be stopping in with those guys and doing a collaboration with them. I have no idea what sort of craziness we're going to get up to there, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and I just can't wait to check out my grip strength in Juji's gym and all that sort of stuff, because I'm feeling strong right now. I'm feeling real strong. Yeah, thank you, Billy Batts. Yeah, Juji and Tom are awesome. David Ma, Bottom 8. Man, yeah, I can't wait. Bottom 8's going to be cool. But guys, the most important thing about all of this is the fact that I need to remain. I always make a really big conscious effort within myself to remain truly self-aware of what this business is, what it means to be moving forward in it, and exactly where we all sit in the picture. And for me, I see you guys as critical. The people that are supporting the channel, honestly, have been the only reason why this is all coming about. So I started the channel 6 years ago and had this exact dream. If you go back and look at my first videos, you'll see that I kind of talk about where we're at right now is one of the big things. So for it to be realized now is really, really special to me. And I genuinely need to thank all of you, because as much as you may not know it, the likes, the shares, the comments, they massively help. They push the algorithm on your YouTube. They help it on Facebook. And the more subscribers we're getting, and it's accelerating at the moment, the greater the revenue is, and it's helping me to take the sport to the next level. So it's really, 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 really appreciated, guys. I cannot be grateful enough. I read all your comments. Trust me, I'm do my best. I might not be able to respond to all of them, but I assure you, I 100% read every comment that is on YouTube here. I spend like 3 hours a night doing that. So keep the comments coming, because I know that's it's cool to see the regulars, the guys that are always in the comments, that kind of live in there and just know the culture of Pound for Pound back to front. To you guys, big thank you. You guys mean a lot. And then it's so exciting seeing you guys come along to the sport as well. So let's have a look at what's going on here with comments. Yeah, my father, Davos Seaworth. Yeah, my old man. I didn't realize how much he looked like Davos, but he does, and he's got a strong hand too. Chris Island, yeah, man, I'm ready for Chris Gobby's hook any day of the week. It's going to be all too easy, but yeah, that's happening, which would be pretty cool. So where you're going to see Fights Unleashed going from here, we're working with Raymond's Lepens and Giannis Hamlins. They are going to be having a tournament in Europe at some stage this year. We're going to work out exactly how we're going to fund that and exactly how we're going to get things going. But you're going to see, from me, you're going to see a big emphasis in the Oceanic region. And I will jump across to the US probably a couple of times this year. I will be there in June, Arizona, June 21st and June 22nd. Which is John Brzezink's sort of hometown. That is going to be a very special tournament. You're going to see Travis Bajan coordinating that. I will be there to help promote it, and we're going to see an Arm Fights Unleashed main event there and some really special tournaments, be it both a teams event tournament and a single representative tournament as per kind of what would normally happen. But that's going to be big. It's going to be at the Talking Stick Casino, June 21st, 22nd. So make sure you are looking forward to that. If you're a puller in the region, it's something that you don't want to miss. That is for sure. When am I going to pull Herman Stevens, Jay? Man, Herman's a little bit too strong for me at the moment. I respect that. Like, his numbers in the gym are just a little bit out of reach of mine. But trust me, I am closing that door fast right now. For the first 5 years of being in the sport, I focused on technique and mastery, and I trusted that the strength was going to come, and I didn't focus on just trying to be strong, because I didn't want to be broadly strong. I wanted to be very specifically strong in the right movements and all that sort of stuff. So I'm at a phase now where I feel like I've got an adequate amount of mastery or skills on the table that it's time to just get strong. So I'm with Giannis Hamlins coming out recently. He's given me a great program to work from. Todd Hutchins helping me out as well. And of course, Devin Lara. It's time to get strong. And I feel like I am getting really, really strong now. And it's only going to be a matter of time before I close the gap. And I'll happily pull Herman when that time comes. So, yeah, it'll be pretty cool. But guys, whilst I'm here, do you have any questions for me? Where's Pound for Pound going? What style of content do you guys like most? Do you like the random stuff, kind of like where I do it like Juji Mufi would do, where I'm in the gym training with different people? Do you guys like seeing what everyone's numbers are? Is Arm Fights Unleashed your favorite thing? There's a whole bunch of different stuff. Do you like the training stuff? Do you like Jonathan Lava's show? There's a whole heap of stuff. What do we got? Titan, I'm waiting for the plug. Half asleep, still really good. Unable to make the thoughtful comment in current state. Thank you, brother. Go get some rest, brother. The breakdowns, yeah, the breakdowns were you know, the story behind the breakdowns was they were like one of the reasons that the channel kind of took off. The breakdowns were the first piece of content. Actually, if you go back and look what was happening just prior to the breakdown, I was doing what was called the Daily Arm Wrestle, which was just a full-on vlog that just entirely followed my day, like everything about my day. It wasn't just the arm wrestling stuff, because that was where I kind of learned how to create a YouTube channel. It's where I kind of learned how to edit. Basically, I was editing on my phone at that time. So yeah, after that, the breakdown happened, and once we discovered the breakdown, it was a hit instantly. People like that, and I enjoy analyzing matches, but the editing time on a breakdown video is pretty intensive. That's one of the reasons why I don't do it. And I also didn't want to be using other people's intellectual property. I didn't want to be using PALs, WALs, videos, because it's tricky to get permission to use all of them. So I wanted to get my own videos to be able to do that. So hence, that's where Arm Fights Unleashed was born, because it came from the breakdown to Arm Fights Unleashed, just so I could have videos to do breakdowns on. But since then, we've developed so much more. The Talkback show with John, getting a whole heap of content creators all over the planet has been a big thing as well. So Arm Fights Unleashed is, I think, the long-term biggest component that will be the future of Pound for Pound. Like I said, I want to grow a UFC equivalent, and I want to do it 100% off the funds made here on YouTube and Facebook and through sponsorship, third-party sponsorship. So, and we're on that path, which is the cool thing. We are on the path. Like everything that you see on this channel, every dollar I spend in advertising, every piece of equipment I buy has been purchased through the earnings from YouTube and Facebook. So guys, like I said, thank you, because you make it possible. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's have a look at some of these comments, see if there's any questions for me. Sweet, thank you, Earn Grave Danger. Like the full mix. Yeah, I think that the full mix is cool. It's I often don't know where the next piece of content is going to come from. I just kind of instinctively roll with it. I don't hesitate very much when it comes to actually creating content. I just get an idea and run with it. So give me 2 seconds. My dog is like destroying my house. Charlie, no, come here, Charlie. All right, Charlie's a big golden retriever. He's only 6 months old. He's a puppy, so he is in destructive mode at the moment, and he's like chewing my skirting board. So not so good, not so good. Did I get good footage from the WAL event? Well, there's a bit of a story behind that. Jonathan Lava was the man there with the camera for me at that WAL event, and apparently, yeah, he got a whole lot of footage, but then his camera got stolen. Okay, his camera got stolen, which was the same camera that I've been working with. So he's part of the Pound for Pound brand, but Jonathan Lava's camera got stolen. Very fortunately, I have just got reports back from Jonathan Lava this morning that the CCTV footage managed to identify the person that took the camera, and an arm wrestler knew who that person was, and Jonathan has managed to get in contact with that person, and that person is very, 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 very sorry and doesn't want Jonathan Lava to go to the police, and so has returned it. So, well, apparently it's in the mail or something. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. I haven't seen the footage yet from the WAL event March 30, but hopefully it should be good. Jonathan Lava was going to do a really entertaining coverage of the event, so hopefully that one goes really, really awesome. But yeah, that's that. But the next big thing for me is, like I said, bottom 8. I'm going to be getting over there really soon. It's only a couple of weeks away. I'm going to be pulling Chris Gobby. After I beat Chris Gobby, it'll be pulling Juji Mufu, and then after Juji, it'll be Evan or Craig. So I feel like I'm in a good shape. Yeah, 190 people there at that event, Alex. Insane. I can't believe that is how many people there were. It's seriously crazy. But guys, if you're just tuning in, look, the plug, it's all about me reflecting, saying thank you, telling you guys where the business is at. So if you guys have any questions for me on where's the business is at, where it's going, hit me up now, and I will let you guys know exactly what the deal is with where we're heading. I can't wait. There's some big things I can't wait to do. Next level clothing. Oh my goodness, they are going to change the game when it comes to pound for pound arm wrestling. So at the moment I'm developing the back end with them to be able to have all of the designs. I've got a graphic designer building me a bunch of designs that are going to be kind of like the cheeseburger, quarter pounder, and Big Mac, those kind of mainstay designs. It's going to be on this t-shirt that I'm wearing right now, which fits really nicely, super, super comfortable, really, really long lasting. It's going to be awesome. So we're building the framework for that to happen. We're going to have a limited release range. So like once a month, you're going to see an awesome limited release. The first one's going to be that Devin Larratt No Limits thing, that the photo that we took whilst he was at the gym here with me in Brisbane. That's going to be really, really cool. So make sure you're keeping an eye on that, because it is exactly that. It will be limited release. So don't miss it. As soon as you see that one drop, make sure you grab it. Funds from that t-shirt. Okay, Devin Larratt's getting a cut. Pound for Pound's getting a cut. And it's all going to the sport. It's all going to go to the sport. So make sure you check that one out. And look, guys, at the end of the day, part of the thing that I do with the plug is ask you guys for a favor. Not only is it about me saying thank you, it's also about me asking for a favor and letting you guys know how you can best support the brand. So the next chapter that is about to open up is the apparel range through Next Level. So without a doubt, the best thing you can do to support Pound for Pound in the next 3 months is to buy some of these t-shirts. Okay, they are, like I said, you will love them. I just promise you, you'll love them. I've got 2 of them at the moment, and I want to wear them every day. It's only for the fact that I have to wash them that I take them off, but I like wash them as fast as I can, and then they're back on. So they are that comfortable. And this one's a plain one. Like I said, once they're decked out, there's a big color range. It's going to be cool. So that is easily the best thing you can do keep on hitting share for me. Keep on letting the ads roll through when you're watching a YouTube video. The revenue, actually, that's a really cool thing. I want to tell you guys right now. The revenue on pound for pound arm wrestling, the YouTube channel, is better than average by an absolute mile. Like if you jump on, what is it? Social, I forget the name of the website. Anyway, you jump on a website the websites that analyze YouTube channels, you'll see the score that this channel gets is so much better than other channels that have similar amount of views and similar amount of subscribers, and the revenue we get is so much better. And guys, that is because you guys are helping me out. You guys are letting ads play through. You're not pressing skip. And as much as that might seem trivial, those things in the cumulative numbers make an enormous, enormous difference. So we're doing well. Like this month, I'll tell you right now, the figures on YouTube this month, we've pretty much made $2,000 in the last 28 days on YouTube. And Facebook revenue has been just short of $4,000 in the last 28 days. So $6,000 in the last 28 days has been pretty damn amazing. And like I said, 100% of that money, guys, is going back into the sport. It's going back predominantly into advertising, expanding the sport. And it's because of that advertising and the numbers that we're getting. Like I said, we're getting like 2 million views a week at the moment across social. Because of those numbers, we're able to talk with companies as big as Next Level and get brand deals, which are going to take it, again, boom, to the next level. So big stuff. It's pretty awesome. Let me have a look at what's going on. I'm seeing a whole heap of comments over here that I've been missing. Let me just have a quick read. Hello from Uruguay. Very good. Date the shirts can be collected. I can't give you a date yet. I'm working it out with Next Level. We're just in the back end at the moment. It's just getting the website set up, getting the screen printing and all that sort of stuff sorted. Pricing yet to be determined, but they are cheap. They're not expensive. Like definitely no more expensive than like the current range I've got, but a million times better in terms of quality. Social Blade, yes, thank you. That was what I was trying to think of. Do we get revenue by partial ad views? No. If you press skip on the ad, no revenue. What other content creators do you plan on collaborating with, Ryan? Because Juji, Coach Ray, and Giannis is a great starting lineup, adding to Devin and John. Good question, Finn. The angle that I'm trying to take is I want to network with as many elite athletes as I possibly can. I want to meet with elite athletes outside of the world of arm wrestling and get them to dip their toe in the sport. Powerlifters, strongman, gymnasts, whatever, water skiers, anyone that is an elite athlete, swimmers, tennis players. That's where I came from, the background of tennis. And I want to get them through the gym, test them out on some critical arm wrestling lifts, and then get them on the table to see how they feel. And I want to, through networking with collaborating with their brands and their audiences, just get a bigger, wider exposure for the sport, because I think it's an amazing sport, and I think we're at a critical time right now where it's exploding and it's on its way, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Yeah. Jay Don, cheeky there. I'm joking about unsubscribing, Jay. That's just cheeky. Yeah, Billy Bats, 6K. Yeah, 6K. That's what we've generated over YouTube and Facebook in the last 28 days, 6K. So thank you guys. That has been amazing. And like I said, I assure you 100% of that. Look, I lie. I take 4%. I take 4% of all revenue that is taken as a personal cut. The rest is invested back into the business. Would love to see pound for pound stocking some arm wrestling equipment, even if it's selling Arm Assassin, etc. gear for the New Zealand and Oz. Yep, the Arm Assassin guys. I'm in with Arm Assassins. We have talked and we are cool with a deal, but we just need to work out exactly like shipping, as you said. Shipping to Australia and New Zealand is a problem. So there will probably come a time when I will be able to hold a whole heap of stock. But right now I don't have the time to manage that stock, shipping, customer service, all that sort of background stuff. So it takes a while to get it to the point where I'll be able to pump out arm wrestling equipment for everyone. But it is something that I know is needed because in particular down here in the Southern Hemisphere, it's difficult to get anything shipped. Titan, the first plug episode was at 1K, now 6K. Yeah. Big growth, man. Big growth. Sorry about the audio. I'm just going through my webcam here. So this is one thing. I really need to up my live stream game. I want to get my live stream happening through my fancy cameras, not just my webcam. Greetings from the Fairy Islands. Good to know where some people are that they're watching from. Some very interesting locations. G'day to you. Oh yeah, okay. I think he meant date the shirts by year so they can become collectibles. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I went with Arm Fights Unleashed 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, because I want them to be little historic items once upon a time when we get a few years or decades down the track. We need a collab with a certain elite trapper. Yeah, look, I'll do something with the Beaver King for sure. Oh, sorry, the Beaver King, the French arm wrestling king, the Beaver Pumper. We'll get him in the video for sure. Mark Bell and those powerlifters start to marry those awesome sports. Yep. Do I have any plans for events in New Zealand? Yes, I do. I love the arm wrestlers in New Zealand. I think they're amazing and they are growing very, very well. Their strength is going through the roof. The way they move is becoming better and better, significantly better and better. New Zealand arm wrestlers are amazing. So I can't wait. And yes, the answer is 100% yes, I will host an event. There will be an Arm Fights Unleashed in New Zealand. When? I don't know. This year? Highly likely. But yes, New Zealand is awesome. Here's the real question. Are you going to get any Europeans here anytime soon? We all know they're the best. Can't just use Aussie pullers. Christian, yeah, look, the Arm Fights Unleashed, like I said, we are working with Janis Amelins, Raymond Lepens, who are the Latvian coordinators. They are going to do exactly that. European arm wrestlers, I agree. They're the best. They've got the deepest teams. They understand strength. Eastern Europe historically has always understood strength. Whether they have a culture that is just rich in strength. And I agree, they're the best. In Australia, we're not there yet, but we're coming. That's for sure. So, yeah. Random question: what's going on with the eyelid? A rock hit me when I was 6, and the scar never faded. Ever been to Texas? I haven't, but I've been close. Been to Louisiana. Can't wait until pound for pound is as big as WAL. Yeah, I think we'll get there, man. We'll get as big as WAL. I have no doubt. Would you ever consider live streaming events? Streaming can attract a lot of viewers. Yes, I do. I really do want to live stream events. I've live streamed one pound for pound event before. It was actually the debut pound for pound arm wrestling tournament in April of last year. Was it last year or the year before? Man, it might have been the year before. I don't even know. But I have. And I need the funds. Like it cost me like $2,000 to have that done. And at this point in time, have better ways to spend that money, but it's high on the priority list. Like I've gone to my camera store and had conversations with the guy. I'm like, how can I personally do this live stream? What equipment do I need to buy? So I really just need to find the right people to be able to support that want to be part of the brand. Because I can't afford to just hire professionals. I need someone to be like an in-house commission-based tech guy that can help me with that. But yes, I want to live stream events to a really good level. I want to be able to have like a show. Like, so when there is an Arm Fights Unleashed coming up, let's say we've got Arm Fights Unleashed in New Zealand, I want to be able to have a show prior to that runs like 2-3 days prior to that. That's like every other professional sport out there. You got a panel of experts in a studio discussing the upcoming tournament, discussing the possible matchups that we're going to see, giving our opinions on who's going to be the favorite, like just a normal sports show. That's where I want it to be, and I think we're going to get there. And to be able to live stream a sports show like that would be tremendous, and I think that will be something that lifts the sport, and I think that needs to happen, and it will. But it's just a matter of slowly climbing up the ladder, getting all the necessary tech, the networking, and the resources in place to be able to do that. And then we'll do it. All right, what else we got? Razumir Kostadinov, yeah, beast. No word on Denis Saplenkov. Haven't heard anything else other than he was in hospital with kidney issues. I didn't get to watch the WAL live. I had a quick look at it, but I was busy dropping my kids to school when it was on. Dennis is my favorite natty arm wrestler. Yep, good one. Yeah, Travis Bajan. Travis Bajan has a camera. He's, believe it or not, Travis Bajan's scared to put out content. He's a little worried about looking silly in front of a camera, but which is funny. It's very ironic that Travis is a bit nervous about being on camera, but believe it or not, he is. Who do you guys think would be a good matchup for me? Yeah, that's a good question. I'm going to spend a lot of time. I'm planning. Devin Larratt's biggest recommendation to me was to focus on the Southern Hemisphere for a period of time to really lift the game. Believe it or not, there are big numbers in the Southern Hemisphere, actually almost more than the Northern Hemisphere. Southeast Asia is massive. India is massive when it comes to people that are actually genuinely interested in the sport. So at the moment, I'm thinking I will probably personally pop into India at some stage this year to host an Fights Unleashed tournament as well, and Southeast Asia and New Zealand and Australia. So at least 4 more events that I'll host this year. Another question, Ryan, how do you feel about steroids and do you believe Devin is on them? Yeah, somebody asked me this yesterday and I wrote a text response to it about the steroids issue. Like, here's the thing. I would say everybody has done something that is not permitted by the World Anti-Doping Authority standards. Doesn't mean they're on injectable steroids, though. It means they might be on something randomly soft. They might have testosterone replacement therapy because they're somewhere over 40 or 50 or whatever. They might have taken some pro hormones. They might have taken some SARMs, which they just bought at a supplement store. Like, if you actually read the World Anti-Doping Authority book, which I did when I went to the 2015 Malaysian World Championships because I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to get randomly tested positive for something. There's a lot of things that are counted as performance enhancers that effectively would make you a banned athlete, but they're okay for every other person in society. So there are things that are illegal. Some of the injectable steroids are illegal. Yeah, and I'm forgetting the question now, but do I think the top guys who are on them, people like, there's obviously guys like Dennis who look far more like they are on them. You know, I don't know Dennis. I'd be naive to think that he wasn't, but I'm not in a position to make any declarations that he is. So I just like the rest of us, we kind of draw our conclusions. Like me, when I had a supplement store, I can say I've never injected anything. When I had a supplement store, so that was my first job when I got out of the military. I ran a supplement store. I tried some of the what do you call them? Pro hormones that my supplier gave me. They seemed overpriced and they seemed like they didn't do anything, and I didn't want to risk taking bogus stuff. So technically speaking, I've taken stuff that are on the performance enhancing ban list. But honestly, like, there is a stigma around it that take anything, like, keep in mind that you can't take cold and flu tablets as well when you go to a tournament as well. So you can't even take a cold and flu tablet. You'd officially be banned if you were tested and had that in your system. So, like, there's a whole lot of things. It's very gray. There's a big stigma around it from society that I think is unnecessary. Like, when I was in the military, I know that people in the military were given, even at times, things that were on the anti-doping list, but because they're at war, it's something that is effective and needed and was permitted. So I don't know. It seems kind of crazy to me the way that the stigma is, but yeah, I would be certain that most of the elites are on something at some point in time. Like, if big money's on the line, then 100%. People aren't going to compete for big money and not be on something. Like Travis has said it. Like, if he was to take on Denis Saplenkov, he would need $100,000 because he would need $100,000 to risk his health to the degree required to inject that much of whatever he was considered injecting. So yeah, the old performance enhancement question, it's an interesting one. but it's something that I guess is relevant in a lot of ways. All right, let's have a quick look again at the questions. Me versus Crazy George. Oh my goodness, I would love that match. But Crazy would be, man, everyone who just dives into the deep end against Crazy George struggles. So I would love to be in that position. I would love to struggle with George Zakowicz and see if I can't work out some way around that man. But yeah, I would kill for a super match with Crazy George. Love it. That'd be like a dream come true for me. Beijing and Schaefer need to go over to Europe, start messing up. Yep. Just reading some of these questions again from Finn Hooper. Who do you think will genuinely walk away as number one in the top 8, considering the new additions and subtractions? Cheers for the quality content. Thank you, brother. For me, top 8. Without Dennis there, Levan is the man. At the same time, like Devin thinks Vitaly Laletin will win it. John Brzenk thinks Prudnik will win it. And then there's always those dark horses in there. Tim Bresnan, you never know. But I mean, if you're a bookie, you've got Levan as the shortest odds for sure. Do some Japanese sumo wrestling, yeah. Oh, that would be. I would love to take on some big Yokozuna. Yeah, it'd be amazing. Thank you, Finn. Can't wait to decimate Chris Scobby as well. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Sorry, just scrolling through these comments, gents and ladies. Who's the best arm wrestler? Interesting question. Best. Like I love the way Devin moves. I love the way Prudnik moves. I think that they are the best in terms of mastery. I was always a massive fan of people who move like that. But Levan is probably the ultimately most difficult guy to pin on the planet right now, given that Dennis is in hospital. Fred Bellinger, me versus Paul Lim. I have actually already taken a loss to Paul Lim. It was this time last year, or June last year, in the final of Travis's tournament. I took a loss to him. He felt too strong at the time, but I am always getting stronger. I know he's always getting stronger. There will come a time again soon where I face Paul Lim, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Alex from Arm Wrestling TV. Yeah, Alex is a good dude. I love Arm Wrestling TV, what they've done for the sport. They've been pioneers in. They were the first real channel, or one of the first real channels to really hit a home run with breaking ground in new audiences. So I'm a big, big fan of Arm Wrestling TV and everything that he does. His little brother's a freak. He's a giant, still young and looking amazing. Alex himself, he beats me on left very comfortably. I beat him on right very comfortably. We know that just from the side table. We've never gripped up in a ready go, but we've felt each other on the side table, and it's pretty clear to each of us as to how it would actually go. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you guys like 2 more minutes for questions, and then I'll wrap it up. Me and Artem, yeah, you might see me and Artem if Artem can do well at bottom 8, but that would be a decent match. For sure. I think I'd beat him, though. A little bit ahead of Artem in power, in the hand in particular. Do you think they should include drug testing for arm wrestling? Look, if everything that's heading towards the Olympic path, yes. If the Olympics ever come up, I can guarantee you everyone will drop their steroids and their PEDs for a period of time to make sure they're ready to go and compete for that gold medal. So, yeah, I think we should definitely, if it's anything WAF, anything down that path, yes. But like for me, for instance, as a promoter with Pound for Pound, people ask me, am I going to test athletes? And my answer is certainly not yet. No way. I can't afford to it. It'd be a nightmare to try to police it. And oh my goodness, no. So I can't afford to. And a lot of the professional leagues can't either. Not yet. Yes, plans for India. Oh, the questions are coming through real quick now. Yeah, I don't know about Moldova. Moldova may pop up again. I chat with Cobra Rhodes every now and then, and we'll see. Do I think Juji will be an easy pin or a challenge for me? Easy pin on Juji. He's too new to the sport. Until he becomes a real student of the sport, it's going to be easy. But you're going to see me arm wrestle Juji heaps. Like I said, I'm going to do a collaboration with him after Bottom 8. So I'll sit there and teach him how to arm wrestle properly. Yeah. Bama Bull. Yes, me and the Bama Bull should happen. I'm definitely ready to beat Justin now. Definitely ready to beat Justin. What do we got? Reinvest Tesh Part 2. Who wins? Best of 6. I would love a best of 6 with Danny Tesh. But he's a hard man to nail down in the sense that he says to me every time he pulls me, it takes him 3 months to recover his inner elbow because I bust his wrist back, get within an inch of pinning him, and he has to compromise his elbow tissue to win. So yeah. So, but I'd love a 6 rounder with him. I don't think he'd agree with it though. Are we going to see the top 10 competing in my channel soon? I think yes, you'll see the top 10 guys on pound for pound in a few years' time. I mean, whilst ever PAL and WAL maintain contracts on their athletes, they're not going to be able to pull, but money talks. And if pound for pound continues down the path that I intend it to, which for those who don't know, it is to get to a UFC equivalent, then money's going to be good. And right now, money is increasing in the brand. YouTube revenue is doing well. Facebook revenue is going really well. We're getting brand partnered sponsorships next level. They're going to make a big contribution to what pound for pound can do. So there's more money coming, and with more money will come bigger athletes. I have no doubt. And I spread the money evenly. I don't go all in on just giving all the money to one match or something like that. All main event guys get a piece of the pie. If you win an Arm Fights Unleashed tournament, you'll get a piece of the pie. Referees get a piece of the pie. Everyone gets a piece of the pie. So we all grow together. We all get paid together. We all become legitimate sports people, be it athletes, commentators, referees, whatever, together. So, all right, guys. I'm enjoying talking to you guys, but I feel like I've covered it all. But there's more people signing in right now, so I look, because more people are signing in, I'm happy to stick around if you guys keep want to ask me stuff, and I'll keep chatting. I'm really enjoying this live. It's really cool to have this many people live on YouTube. So thank you guys. So what else we got? Thank you, 12 Gauge Mage. Really appreciate you thanking me, man. That means a lot. Do you think John Brzenk in his current form can beat Danny Tesh or Lachlan? Yeah, John's the man. John's a freak. I think John is like a genuine genetic perfect storm. I mean, he had the name for a reason. He was amazing. And sitting on the couch drinking beer for 3 years, he can still just roll it. I mean, did you see the way he beat Derek Smith? Derek Smith from San Bernardino is a big guy. He's a strong arm wrestler. He's committed to the sport. And it looked like John was turning the Sunday paper with that man. He just rolled him. Nothing. So, yeah, I'm not betting against John Brzenk against Danny or Lachlan. Never in a million years. Not now. Not now. Maybe in 5 years' time, then it might be a little bit closer. But, yeah, hanging with Devin was really cool. Brzenk admitted steroids. Yeah, look, I've asked Brzenk what his story was. He said that John Brzenk's opinion on steroids is largely that if you think you need to be on gear for a long, foreseeable future period of time to get to the level of being an elite arm wrestler, you're wrong. The way John said it to me was, you need to be able to become an elite arm wrestler without taking anything. The only time that kind of it becomes relevant to take something is for spot moments when there's something big on the line and you know very clearly that your opponent may be taking something as well. So I think that's probably historically the most accurate thing for most of the guys at the elite level. is that they're ultimately brilliant, dedicated, 100% elite arm wrestlers who have put in thousands and thousands of hours of training, and they have taken performance enhancers at short periods of time to peak for a particular moment. And John described that is very common. It is what it is, guys. Thank you, Sunita Verna, and enjoying it from India. Look, I'm going to be in India sometime this year. I can't wait. So thank you for tuning in and letting me know that you're enjoying it. Vavoda said that Devin, he'll be back. Yeah, I don't know about Vavoda. I think he's more of a statesman these days. He's into the politics and all that sort of stuff. I don't think that he's going to go. Is Chelino's hand? I'm seeing lots of questions about Chelino. I'll address it. Is Storm Chelino's hand better than mine? I don't know. I've never gripped Storm Chelino. I know Jordan Davis has trained with Storm Chelino, and Jordan Davis has a very, very good hand. And Jordan had stronger hand on certain angles in the gym, but Storm had way more arm power than Jordan. So, yeah, I think Storm Chelino, I'd love a match with Storm Chelino. I think that I'd be right there in the straps with Storm, me and him. Oh, it'd go either way. Do I need a junior vice president? Look, if you guys know, if any of you guys know somebody, like the position that I need most, that I am constantly searching for, is someone with creative talent that can be behind a camera, that can edit, that can take the workload off me from doing that, because so much of my time is spent filming, editing, and doing all of that behind the scenes tech stuff. So I would kill to have a Tom Boyden. That what Tom does for Juji, I would love to find someone that would be interested. But the thing is, finding someone who lives locally to me in Brisbane, who has a vision for the sport, and is willing to come along and not be paid just for their services like a traditional sense, but be part of the business and receive commission, is very, very tricky. So if you guys know of anyone like that, send them my way, please. Zenzu, thank you for answering. No worries, brother. Anytime. And thank you for your support, man. Guys, I am going to wrap it up. I think it was a real pleasure for me to chat with you all this morning live like this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll probably do the plug live like this, because I've always done the plug previously as a pre-recorded thing, and this is the first time I've really done it live, and look, I've enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have as well. Summing up, the plug, it's been an amazing last sort of 3 months. The business is growing tremendously. The next 3 months, we'll hopefully see more growth again. Guys, you make all this possible. The likes, the shares, the comments, they all empower Pound for Pound Arm Wrestling, Arm Fights Unleashed, and everything I'm doing tremendously. The number one thing you can do to help support the brand is continue to press share. Let the ads run in the YouTube videos. Don't press skip. And the biggest thing you can do in the next chapter is, as soon as you see me release something, or go and follow me on Instagram if you don't already. Follow me on Instagram, and as soon as you see me release the next level range, jump on and grab a few t-shirts. They are tremendous quality. You're going to love them. Got some cool designs coming out. And spread that Pound for Pound arm wrestling word, and let's get this sport to the level that it deserves to be, and let's get our athletes paid like proper athletes. All right, guys, thank you so much. And I call it a day right there. It's been really, really cool. And I'll see you again real soon.